Yesterday, I asked y'all what is the most cringiest thing to ever happen in NBA history, and Jam Marcos said the cringiest moment was Shaq revealed his toe. We are back, boys, and we're getting back on our grind, man. The last couple videos we tried to branch out, do something a little different, but we're back to the roots, man. We're doing NBA Guess Who. We're gonna be seeing clues, and we gotta guess out of the options who the clues are referring to. So let's get right into it. So a couple months ago we did something similar to this, but this time we're using a different Instagram page named NBA.GuessWho. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the production on this page is dope. It is. It got a nice little template, and the best part for me as the YouTuber, I don't have to blur anything out. If y'all remember the first time we did this, I had to manually put something to cover the comments section of the Instagram post so people wouldn't think I was cheating on stuff like this. But they got it perfectly formatted where I can't see the comments, and it's great. It's great. Y'all know I never cheat on this. I never lie to y'all because y'all my homies, and I don't lie to the homies. But now there are no people speculating because I literally can't see the comments. But okay, the first one, NBA Guess Who. Out of these four players, who played in most NBA Finals games? Oh, that's a really good question. So Elgin Baylor has the worst finals record of all time. I think he's 0-8. Jerry West is like 1-8. They did play together for some years, obviously. Robert Horry has 7 rings. I don't know if he's ever lost in the finals, but I know for sure he's got 7 rings, and then Kobe obviously got his 5. Most finals games. So the reason I'm gonna do this way. I'm gonna eliminate Elgin Baylor and Jerry West. Is that the right decision? I'm going to do that mostly because back in the day, they didn't always play 7-game series. And I don't remember if the finals were a 7-game series back. I think they played in the 60s and the 70s. So because of that, I'm going to go with my gun, say XML. I may go Robert Horry here. He's been in the finals more than Kobe, I'm pretty sure. And Kobe and Shaq, they like 5-game the 76ers. Like, they were just blowing through people. It wasn't even like they went to 7-game series when they went to the championship. I'm going to go Robert Horry. And on this page, there is no answers, so I got to do a little research myself, which I'm fine with, and I'll bring y'all the answers in a second. Okay, for the life of me, I can't figure it out, boys. Only thing I can find is the total playoff games they played, not finals games. So if we're looking at that, Robert Horry has 244 total playoff games played. Kobe had 220. Jerry West had 153, and then Elgin Baylor had 134. So I don't know how to calculate which games of those were finals, but I'm gonna give myself a W on this one because for sure Robert Horry has played the most playoff games, but finals could be a little different. All right, a different kind of question here. Guess who was born in the United States, played on the Kings last season, averaged over 5 rebounds per game last season? All right, I dig it. So let's eliminate the people automatically that don't count. Zach Randolph don't count. George Hill don't count. Vince Carter don't count, because those 3 players did not play for the Kings last season. They didn't. Or I mean, they do now, but last season they did not. Garrett Temple, Kosta Koufos, and Buddy Hield all played for the Kings last season. Buddy Hield was born in the Bahamas, so he doesn't qualify for that first one. So it's between Garrett Temple and Kosta Koufos. I know 100% sure Kosta Koufos sounds like a nice foreign name. It has some foreign heritage. I don't know from where his parents are from, but he was born in Ohio. He was born in Ohio, went to Ohio State, and as a big man, I'm guessing he averaged over 5 rebounds per game, and I don't think Garrett Temple did, but again, there's no answer here, so we got to Google it ourselves. All right, boys, so we were right. He was born in Ohio, and if we take a look down here, last year played for the Sacramento Kings that averaged 5.7 rebounds. Don't even have to check Garrett Temple because everything else fits. Out of these 4 players, who has scored the most points in a single game? I think it was Melo, man. Melo put up 62 in a game, but I know LeBron also put up 60 plus. Kyrie, don't think he's ever hit 60. Damian Lillard, I don't think he's ever hit 60. So it's between LBJ and Melo. The gut is saying Melo, but it would make sense. I know for sure both these players have scored 60 plus points per game. almost positive that Melo is 62. Now the really question is, what is LeBron's? Is LeBron 65, 67? No, it's not that high. Is it like 65? Is it 61? Is it 63? Let's go Melo and do the good old Google search. So we're looking at LeBron here. His career high in points, 61. And y'all remember what I said Melo's was? 62. So Melo has a higher career points just by 1. Both of them were done on the Hornets in the same season. 3-3-14, 1-24-14. The Hornets, they could not stop. They could not stop the small forward position, I guess, that year. But we did get that right too, because I think I said Melo. Out of these 4 players, who has played for the most NBA franchises in their career? So we got 3 point guards here. One of them I like more than the others, as y'all can probably tell which guy it is. He's wearing the black and red. Yo, yesterday my boy Eddie, follow on Twitter, said I'm like the second coming of Nate Robinson because of this video right here. Never miss leg day. Every day is leg day for me. But anyway, who do I think has played for the most NBA franchises? I think it is my boy Nate Robinson. He's played for the Bulls. He's played for the OKC Thunder. He's played for like 6 or 7 teams. I don't know him off the top of my head, but he's played the Knicks. Obviously, the Knicks is like the big one where he blocked the Yao. I'm pretty sure he did that on the Knicks. And then the slam dunk competition was on the Knicks. I'm going to go with my boy Nate Robinson. Sean Livingston may be close in second. Oh, Jared Jack may be close too. Oh, Ramon Sesh. Okay. Nate Robinson. All right, so Nate Robinson played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. Jared Jack played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. Okay. Sean Livingston played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we got it wrong. And Ramon Sessions played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Sean Livingston was there. This Miami throws me off. Only 4 games in Miami. I don't even remember that. It was that after. Yeah, of course it was after his big injury. Wow. I feel good to, but I mean that's fine. I got it wrong, but I'm happy for Sean Livingston. He finally found a place. Of course, he's a hometown kid here in Illinois, not Chicago specifically, but Illinois. So I've always rooted for Sean Livingston. So happy to see he's actually doing good things. I think he just got an extension last season or this season. So shout out to Sean Livingston. He's supposed to be like the second coming of Magic Johnson when he was coming out of high school. Because he's 6'7" and he's a point guard. Not the best shooter either. Pretty good playmaker. But next question. Out of these 4 players, who was the highest ranked recruit in high school? Skal Labissiere, 100%. Because I remember back when Skal was in high school. Yeah, I like to watch those mixtapes of people when they're playing in like those leagues where nobody's playing defense. But it's entertaining when people dunking on other people. And Skal was like the #1 ranked player in the nation at one point, I'm pretty sure. #1, #2, #3, something like that. Stanley Johnson was pretty high too, because I remember when he signed to Arizona, it was a big deal on ESPN. Tyus Jones also went to a big school, but I don't remember if he was like highly ranked. Yogi Ferrell, I don't think he was highly ranked. I think he went to Indiana. Indiana doesn't pull #1 rated players in the country. But let's go do the search. I'm like 98% sure Skal though. Skal was ranked 2nd. Yeah, he was ranked 2nd in the ESPN 100, of course, behind Ben Simmons. Who else do we have to look up? Stanley Johnson was 7th, and nobody else really matters because I know Tyus Jones and Yogi Ferrell weren't #1. So we got it right. Out of these 4 players, who made the most 3-pointers in their career? We got Charles Barkley, John Stockton, Michael Jordan, and Larry Bird. Okay. Larry Bird played like 13 seasons. Is that long enough to beat out guys like John Stockton and Michael Jordan? Obviously, it's not Sir Charles. No, it's not you, sir. I'll go Larry Bird just because Larry Bird had a torch. John Stockton was a pretty good shooter, but more known for his playmaking. And even though Jordan is probably the best scorer of all time, he never really had an amazing 3-point shot. Let's go check the numbers. Charles Barkley made way more threes than I remembered. Holy crap. He made 538 threes in his career. I remember back in 2K, they gave him like a 96 3-point shooting. And I was like, what is this? But obviously he was a somewhat okay 3-point shoot. Okay, he only shot 26% though. Maybe not the best. He was just throwing them up at once upon a time. But we know 500 won't be enough to win. John Stockton had a total of, where's the 3-pointers? 845. I think that's going to be the highest. I've been super sleep on John Stockton 3-point shooting. 38%, which is not terrible. Wow, 845. Michael Jordan, 3-pointers, 581. So he basically shot the same amount of threes as Chuck, but with a higher percentage. And Larry Bird, 650. So John Stockton won by like 200 3-pointers. I've been so sleep. All right, we got 6 options here. This player was the first-round draft pick, played center last season, averaged over 6 rebounds a game last season. Okay, so we got Marc Gasol, Al Jefferson, Greg Monroe, Brook Lopez, Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge. We can immediately cross out Paul Millsap and Marc Gasol, both were second-round picks. Played center last season. For sure, Brook Lopez did. For sure, Greg Monroe did. For sure, Al Jefferson did. But LaMarcus Aldridge and Powell, I don't know which one is the center, which one's the power forward. I don't. Do they even have positions? They're both just bigs. So we can't cross anybody off. Average over 6 rebounds per game last year. Okay. Al Jefferson, wasn't he injured for like half last season? I don't remember hearing anything about Al Jefferson. He used to be the man. I remember back in 2K12, 2K11, something like that. He was like a 90 overall basically, but now he's just nothing. Brook Lopez, we could cross him out immediately. He's one of the only 7-foot starters to not be able to grab any rebounds. Not offensively, not defensively. He just don't touch the glass whatsoever. So it's between LaMarcus and Greg Monroe for me. It could be either. Both of these guys I know averaged over 6 rebounds. It's just a matter of fact of, was LaMarcus a center? Okay. Think about, okay. In my mind, I just blew my own mind. Okay, so if we think about it logically, right? If both of these players qualify to win if they're both centers, then the guy that I'm questioning whether or not he's a center is not a center. You feel me? So let's cross him out and go Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe, LaMarcus Aldridge. Between one of them, I'm going Greg Monroe. So Greg Monroe was a first-round pick. I think he was number 15. As you can see here, he averaged 6.6 rebounds, and it says his position this year was center. LaMarcus Aldridge plays power forward. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy this, always be sure to leave it a like. For tomorrow's shout out, let me know in the comment section what player is gonna take a step back this season. We did who do we think is gonna take a step forward. Now tell me who do you think is gonna take a step back. Thank y'all. Peace.